Top of the top, we are back at the spot. This is week 11, 208 Reynolds Street project. And I don't know if you can see it, but that is exterior paint that we have right there. So we have started our paint amongst some other things. And we're gonna get into all that, but first, I need you guys to take a second and like, share, subscribe, send this video to 3 people, and then we're gonna get started. Let's go. So as I mentioned in the intro, yes, that is exterior paint you see. We have begun. They did the first coat yesterday. We're gonna go with the white paint, black trim, and then I'm using a special color as an accent, and that's gonna be on the exterior doors. And you'll also see that outside. I know it's a little loud here, but hopefully y'all can hear me okay. So they started with the first coat. You can see still a lot of touch-ups that need to happen. And yeah, they got the first one going. It started raining yesterday, so they pulled off, but you know, it's coming along. They did most of their prep work yesterday, and so in addition to that, they did a little bit of painting, but it's looking good. This is a Sherwin-Williams color we're going with. I usually use them. That's kind of like my go-to. And then inside we have some things that are about to go on. You can see the fan and the lights. These are our motion lights, and then our light for our porch. I just dropped all those off yesterday for them to get those installed. So the electrician should be by here this week, starting to put some of the finishes in. I'm not sure if we went over there last week, but you can see the fireplace, basically what we did. The only thing missing right now is the mantle. We're gonna come back and add the mantle, but I had my masonry guy come in. He did a beautiful job. We're gonna paint this, and then we're just gonna add the mantle, and we should be good to go. My guys have been working on the trim. You can see some of the detail. They're adding around the windows, some of the new wood and stuff like that. Just cleaning things up that, you know, some of the smaller detail stuff, but takes a little bit of time. I think they finished most of that. Those are just gonna be painted. The new cabinets are supposed to be installed tomorrow, actually. So when those go in, you'll see them going all the way to the ceiling, and then I think the granite should be installed tomorrow as well. And back here, same thing. You got the windows. I'm sorry, not the windows. You have the lights. You have the exterior lights here, and then the lights that are gonna be, for instance, here. And then we have a closet light that's gonna go in here. Let me open this up, give you guys a little bit more light. We still don't have power, so we're still working off the generator, which, you know, makes things a bit more difficult. But once we put on the lights and all the electrical caps, we should be able to call for the inspection to get our power set up. We also got the doors, so they're working on the interior doors. They're getting a lot of that stuff put in, doing the trim work for that. So you'll see there's still some baseboards that you see that aren't all the way installed, and those are all around the door openings. And the reason being is because we didn't have the doors, the casing for the doors all the way done. We had to leave those until we got that installed. So in here you can see the tile work. One thing that I never noticed initially is, if you see right here, this window's actually gonna be in our shower area. which, I mean, this is an old school house. They did a lot of things that did not make sense, but I never noticed that until now. You can see the tile that they've installed. It looks beautiful. This is like a glossy tile. I actually got this tile from Lowe's, actually. Got a pretty decent deal on it for what I wanted to spend, and it's really coming together nice. This situation, I haven't had something like this before. It doesn't really give you a lot of room for like a shower curtain. That's the thing I'm kind of thinking about, like where's the placement of that going to be, unless it's above the window. But it's just something I'm looking at. I'm going to talk to my contractor about and see, like, man, have you seen something like this? How did you handle it? You know, there are a lot of different situations like that. And then here we just got the interior door. They actually installed the wrong door here. We need a right door. This is a left door. And so I ordered the right door, and they're gonna get that, and that should be installed. And if you see right here, if you see the baseboard, you're like, yo, why is the baseboard not nailed in? And the reason being, like I said, it's because of the doors. We're refinishing these doors, the bedroom doors. And the issue was these doors aren't standard opening doors. It's not usually the door sizes are like even sizes. So you'll have like a 24 inch, 26 inch, 28 inch, 30, 32. These are like 29. This one's like I want to say this one's like a 31. Or no, I'm sorry. This one's a 29. The bedrooms are like 31. And it was too hard to find those doors. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take these, sand them down, paint them. They're gonna change these knobs here, add some wood putty, because they have like, these are like the old school ones where the lock is outside of the door. So they'll fix it up, add some wood putty to it, and then we'll just basically roll with that. In here, same thing. They're starting to work on the doors here. Looks like they did the framing. They're gonna add the door. Have the fan here. They've done the window trim. That looks pretty good. And here's where we're gonna have that bifold. That's gonna be kind of one of the later things that we do. But they're starting to work on the shower here as well. You could kind of get to see what it's gonna look like. Gonna have that walk-in shower. And yeah, they should have this tile done today, tomorrow-ish. I'm really trying to push these guys so we can get this stuff closed out. I'm really ready to close this one out. You know, it's been a good project, but you know, all good things must come to an end. So you can check out the vanity. We just bought this over. We had this one on another project. So I was like, hey, let's just bring this over, get this in. It's not installed yet, but it's just here. And yeah, I think that is most of the updates for this week. Have our tile and stuff there. These guys are gonna knock all that out. So yeah, overall, it's, you know, we've had a lot of updates. We got some electrical work going on this week. We got the carpenters working this week. We are going to have, I think the plumbing is going to be next week. We got our paint, the exterior paint going. We have a roofing guy coming to do some stuff. There's a bit of flashing that we need to add on the roof. And then we're going to be installing our soffit, and then we're going to do a metal trim around the fascia board. A lot of that work should go on this week. We're moving pretty good. We're still outside of the time frame that I would like it to be, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about that. But I'm still happy with the progress, but I'm definitely pushing these guys. So we're starting to get some of our finishes in. Let me know what you guys think about the finishes. If you have any questions about the finishes, or if you have any suggestions, I'm definitely open to it. Hit us up in the comments. And like I say on every single video, like, share, subscribe, so we can keep this thing going and stay inspired. Keep going with your projects. If you have any questions, hit us up. And until next time, peace.